Okay, good day everyone. We are back again to the class where we give ourselves the total intro to GRE examination. Our class today is going to basically be based on introduction to GRE examination. What is GRE examination? GRE examination simply means graduate record examination. So this graduate record examination is totally based on graduates who are willing to further their education abroad, such as Canada, Australia, and USA for their PhD or master. This is essentially for people who have graduated from a particular institution or university or higher education and they want to further their studies abroad. So the GRE examination is basically divided into three. Firstly, we have what we call analytical rating, WAW. This means analytical writing. The analytical writing likewise is divided into two. We have the issue task. Issue task. And the second one, we have the arguments task. Under the issue task, you are expected to develop a kind of theory on your own. You'll be given what to talk about, the topic to talk about, so that how does cost or price affect selling of market or a product. You can be told to write on that. Again, they can ask you questions on the economy or the growth of a nation, telling you what to do or what to write. Thereby, you have to develop based on your ability to write. It does not test you based on the fact that you are a scientist or you are an economist or you are an arts or commercial. It tests on general knowledge, what you can easily write on. E.g., talking about the computer, has it improved the world thinking or depreciate the thinking of people or humanity? You can write on that, whether computer has come to assist us thinking well or it has depreciated the way we should be reasoning. You can develop on that. Argument types also. This is written basically on the theory or assumption of people. People have come to talk more about something. They have come to present a theory. They have come to present an assumption that work well on a particular fact. Now, we'll be expected to judge, express our view based on their presentation, the theory they have given, and we'll be taught to pass our judgment after assessing and evaluate what they have brought up. We are not there to change their argument. We are just there to emphasize on the facts, whether what they are saying is well compact enough and how we have been able to support their motion. That's analytical rating aspect. The second aspect of GRE examination is quantitative reasoning. Quantitative reasoning. This is my area of expert. This is purely mathematics. It is mathematical in nature and it's also divided into four. It's divided into four. We have number and integer, which we talk about here. We have algebra. We have geometry. We have data analysis. So as I said earlier, we have integer, that's number where we talk about set theory, fractions, and the rest. So that's it. We have operation of integers, algebra, geometry, and data analysis. So under this basic operation of integer, we have spoken about some topics such as number, topics such as set operation, topics such as fraction, and etc. Under algebra, we spoke in the last class concerning topics such as set as well. We can also talk about topics such as quadratic, topics such as polynomial, cubic, and the rest, function of functions, and all sorts of graph and the rest. Under geometry, we talk about topics such as talking about shape, the triangle, the polygons, and the rest, triangle, collateral, polygons, and others. So we talk about those things under geometry. Talk about shapes and calculation of perimeter, area, and also on that has to do with geometrical analysis in mathematics. Now under data analysis, we'll be talking about probability, talking about data presentation such as mean, median, mode. We're talking about other data presenting tools like pie charts, bar charts, but it is not extended to some advanced statistics. It's basically on statistics but not extended to all those error analysis and the things we study in our high school. It's just things we can easily capture within the secondary capacity and little bit advanced but not that advanced. So now we have been talking about the third part of GRE, which is verbal reasoning. Verbal reasoning. Under verbal reasoning, this is purely English language. We talk about the sentence and others. Though I'm not an expert here, but if I have students, I do give them teacher to go on it under this aspect. So it's not much. When you know much about the register, complete the sentence with the word that best suits it or that suitable in completing it, all those things, word and synonyms, antonyms, and the rest. Those are the things that dominate verbal reasoning. That is it about the types or the classes that GRE is divided into. Now, to further this discussion, we'll be talking about how many questions are we expected in the whole of GRE, and what are our expected mark, and how are those questions structured. That is the next page now. Talking on that now, in GRE questions, or on GRE questions, we have this. We have two parts. Here we have 4 classes or 5 categories of questions. In B and C, altogether 5 categories of questions. But first of all, when you enter the hall and the computer is being set, or you set the computer and you start, you see the analytical rating pumping up. You have the argumenters and the institutors, which takes you 30 minutes to write. Here you have 30 minutes to develop your essay, 30 minutes each to develop your essay, 30 minutes here to develop your essay, a total of 1 hour for analytical rating. Total of 1 hour for analytical rating. After this analytical rating has been done successfully, which is part A, quantitative reasoning and verbal reasoning now come up interchangeably. Anyone can come first, but either there will be first 20 questions here. For example, we are going to answer 100 questions altogether, meaning probably 50 here, but not really. It is most time 40 here, 60 here, or 60 here, 40 here, depending on the question that appears first. If quantitative reasoning is being brought forward first, there will be 20 questions. 20 questions. And those 20 questions cut across these 4 parts. After the 20 questions have been answered, another question will come, which is definitely not going to be quantitative. It will be verbal reasoning. If that verbal reasoning pump up now, It's also going to pump with 20 questions. That's it. After you have